How's it, buddy? Yeah, man, that's a cool story there. That intersection between your mind, the nerves twinging in your leg, and Penelope, and how you finding things now with Penelope, man. And just today, my wife saw this little possum who used to cruise through our garden, and we used to love the little possum guy. He got hit by a car, and he was out on the road there. So, and the whole life and death thing is very, very much there. But, you say, well, maybe that was more likely just your leg twinging or a nerve in your leg. But I'm just not so sure that we can reduce things down to the physical phenomena. Like, what if it was Penelope being there that was causing your leg to twinge? It's the same thing as, like, oh, consciousness is caused by neurons firing. Well, maybe it's vice versa. Maybe the neurons are firing because of consciousness. It's the chicken and egg thing. And it works both ways, actually. I'm reading Eben Alexander's book, Living in a Mindful Universe, at the moment. He's a guy who had that near-death experience. And he was a neurosurgeon himself. And he is advocating for idealism, that everything is within our mind. And so it's not that our mind exists within our brain exists within our mind. And so I'm starting to see my experience as if it's a big projection. Everything we're actually seeing isn't out there. That's all happening inside our head. It's our brain's way of projecting this external reality of energy or whatever it is into a way that's understandable by us. And even Alan Watts says, like, our vision is in this kind of ellipsis shape. And that's true. I never really thought about it like that. It just moves everywhere that we move. And so I really think so much of our conscious experience is a projection of mind, or a kind of a way to try to understand things. And so I think these other minds that we come across and we can interact with and we have these relationships with exist within our mind and we exist within theirs. And I think that after we die, our journey just kind of begins. I don't think that's the end of it. I don't think that's the end of the story. I think we continue evolving and learning and growing. So electing to become a ghost, that's classic, man. I think depending on what level we're most attached to or resonate with during waking life, that's the level that we kind of pick up on. And so entities that are still very attached to the physical realm, or people within the physical realm, I do think that the consciousnesses are entangled and that there's still that interaction there. And that's why, the movies have ghosts of unfinished business who come back. I don't think they're two separate worlds. I think they're like dreams within dreams. They're all these interpenetrated worlds. And so I believe that that life force that once existed now still exists amongst us in different ways. We're probably just distracted from it because of all the stimuli in our waking environment. And my aunt just sent me a text that she said she encountered her dead mother just between that state of waking and dreaming, which is pretty common as well. And so if we could silence that internal monologue and just become more sensitive to the impressions that are around us, I think we'll have a lot more leg twinges and brain twinges and consciousness twinges. I'm enjoying these twinges, my man.